Hello everybody, Steven here with etrailer.com. Today we're looking at our Optronics Strobe warning light with an SAE Class 2 rating, and it's an LED light with amber lights, and it's a permanent mount. Now I want to start off by explaining and letting you know there will be some strobe videos here when I'm demoing this, so if that kind of stuff messes with you, please turn away, stop the video, or pause it. I'll let you know when we get to that point. I just want to put that warning out there. Now, next thing, when this is fully assembled, it's going to look like this. I went ahead and left the mounts off just so you can kind of see them up close off the light, and then just so I have more room here on the table to do the demo and whatnot. So getting into it. So again, a directional amber light is going to be great for your vehicle. It's going to provide a warning signal to increase both the safety for you and other traffic and pedestrians and whatnot. It's going to be great for towing, plowing, transportation, warehouse, agricultural, construction purposes maybe. And again, it's an SAE Class 2 approved for emergency applications. The strobe function can simply be wired for multiple different patterns, and because it's LED, the lights are highly efficient, durable, and long-lasting. Now everything here is a polycarbonate with polycarbonate lenses, but it has aluminum on the main housing, and it's a sealed housing, so it's durable in all weather conditions. The wire system can be connected to the battery or hardwired into the vehicle, a switch, something like that maybe. Now, this does permanently mount, meaning whenever you get this installed on your vehicle, whichever you choose to do, it's going to be a permanent mount, meaning these legs, you're going to have two bolts or screws on both legs. They're going to go most likely through the roof of the vehicle or into maybe a cab top or something of that nature, depending on how you mount it. So just keep that in mind. You do have all the hardware here to mount these legs onto the light, but there is no hardware to then mount it to the top of your vehicle or to however you're going to mount it. So that part of the hardware you would need to source yourself locally. They do give you 4 of these little cushion foam applicators. The middle pops out, so that there would be a nice watertight gasket whenever you're doing it. I would still personally use some silicone or have the installer use some silicone. But again, these brackets, heavy duty, they are steel brackets themselves, and they are powder coated a black finish there to keep everything looking nice. All your hardware here, it looks to be stainless steel, so I recommend putting some anti-seize on that whenever you're using it. As far as the light itself, it's 22 inches wide overall on a width, or a length, let's say, going this way. And then the width going this way is 10.5 inches, and it's about 1.5 inches thick. Now this does use 12 to 24 volt. So depending on if you have 12 or 24 volt system, it'll work. And if you need to know, it's an IP rating of 67. All right, so now's the time if you are susceptible to flashing light sequences, those kind of things. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. I've got it wired up here for a little test. It does come with a nice length of wire. And here we go. So as you can see, it's on a basic strobe pattern. And what I will do now is, I've got the positive and negative wires. You could take that third wire, which in this case looks to be yellow, and you can tap it on the positive side, and that's how you're going to then turn your strobe function to a different strobe function. So just a second or two on the power wire, and that changes the strobe function. All right, so while I'm doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out, and we're going to go ahead and turn off the overhead light so you can get a better look at the strobe and how it looks in the dark. And it's a good thing I'm not susceptible because these are bright. And I'm just going to kind of run through a couple of them. And like I said, if you hold it on there, you'll get that full on. But every time I let go, if I tap that wire, it'll change to a different strobe pattern, which is really nice. And as you can see, it's super bright, super vibrant. I want to say I'm about 10 feet away from my camera. So that kind of gives you an idea of the distance and how bright and everything. And if I tilt it up a little bit, so that's about how bright it would be with oncoming traffic or something of that nature. I'm going to go ahead and power this off. There's a lot more sequences to go through, but I'll let you play with that on your own time. So that again is the wiring system. So zooming back in here, you have a 3-wire system, black, red, and yellow. and that yellow one's what I was using to tap onto the positive side to then change that sequence in the flash. And like I said, you have a nice length of wire here. Well, folks, I think that will wrap it up. That's been our look at the Optronics strobe warning light. I'm Steven. Thanks for watching.